I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we're talking about the top 10 highest paid NFL players in the year 2022. Leading the list at number one at $75 million is Tom Brady. Tom Brady, 25 years old, plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is scheduled to make $30 million on the field, but scheduled to make $45 million off of the field. So he's making more money off of the field than on the field. Number two on this list is Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is scheduled to make $65.5 million this year. Stafford, 34 years old, plays for the Los Angeles Rams, scheduled to make $61.5 million on the field and $4 million off of the field. Stafford is the highest paid NFL player on the field this year at $61.5 million. The number three player on this list at $53 million is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, 38 years old, plays for the Green Bay Packers, scheduled to make $42 million on the field and $11 million off of the field. Packers coming off of a loss to the San Francisco 49ers last season. Number four, highest paid NFL player in the year 2022 will be Patrick Mahomes at $51.5 million. Patrick Mahomes, 26 years old, plays quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, scheduled to make $29.5 million on the field, but also going to make $22 million off of the field. Really balanced. Number fifth highest paid NFL player this year will be Josh Allen at $51 million. Josh Allen, 26 years old, played quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, scheduled to make $46 million on the field and $4 million off of the field. Number six highest paid NFL player in the NFL this season will be Deshaun Watson at $46.2 million. Deshaun Watson, 26 years old, plays quarterback for the he's on the Cleveland Browns. Was he traded? I don't know if he was traded, he was let go, but he played for Houston. He didn't really play for Houston last year. Played for Houston about 2 seasons ago. A crazy spin move was one of his huge highlights. I don't know if he's going to play this season, and he did not play last season, but he is scheduled to make $45.7 million on the field and $500,000 off of the field. Number six highest paid NFL player in the NFL, highest paid player in the NFL this season will be Kirk Cousins at $42.5 million. Kirk Cousins is 33 years old, plays quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, scheduled to make $40 million on the field and $2.5 million off of the field. The Vikings did not make the playoffs last year. They did not make the playoffs last year. The number 8 highest paid NFL player in the year 2022 will be Russell Wilson at $38 million. Russell Wilson is 33 years old, plays quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Was he traded by Seattle last year? He played for Seattle last year. They did not make the playoffs, and he got injured, so he missed a few games last season. He is scheduled to make $24 million on the field and $14 million off of the field. The number 9th highest paid player in the NFL this season will be Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray at $33.5 million. Kyler Murray, I believe, is the youngest player on this list, 25 years old, plays quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals got beat last season by the Super Bowl champions early in the playoffs. I believe, was that the second round? I believe that was the second round. But Arizona Cardinals lost to the Los Angeles Rams in the playoffs last season, and they start this season without Hopkins as their number one receiver. I believe he's been suspended for like the first 6 games, so it's going to be tough for the Cardinals this season. Kyler Murray is scheduled to make $30 million on the field and $3.5 million off of the field. I thought that number would be a lot higher. I thought that number, the off the field higher number would be a lot higher. I'm a little bit surprised. I know he's a part of FaZe Clan, so I thought he'd be making a lot more money off of the field. But you would imagine him only at 25 years old, he has a huge future for him, and we'll see what happens this season with the Arizona Cardinals in that super tough division. And the last player on this list, top 10 player in the NFL this season, highest paid NFL player in this season will be Dak Prescott at $33 million. Dak Prescott is 29 years old, plays quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, scheduled to make $20 million on the field and $13 million off of the field. Yeah, it's okay. So this is an interesting list. All quarterbacks, right? Everyone is a quarterback, and Brady is the only player on this list that's actually making more money off of the field than he is making on the field, which is kind of, I don't know. He is the oldest player, so that's why I kind of suspected people like Russell Wilson would be making a little bit more money off of the field, and Kyler Murray, maybe even Aaron Rodgers. But Brady at 45 years old is actually making more money not playing football, or making more money from his football career, basically, right? But I believe this was his first season leading the list for highest paid NFL player since this list has began. But as you can see, he's definitely going to make more money off of the field, $45 million off of the field, whereas Stafford is making $61 million on the field. Highest paid NFL player this season on the field will be Stafford, but only $4 million off of the field. Mahomes is doing really well. I think kids in the future, these numbers are going to probably look more like this, where you see Mahomes is making $29.5 million on the field, but he's making $22 million off of the field. I expect numbers like that for Burrow, Lawrence, Jackson, and maybe Mac Jones, right? You would imagine in the future, those names will be coming up on this list. Let me know your opinion of this list. Who deserves this money? Who does not deserve this money? Who do you think will be next on this list? I think you would imagine Lawrence with the Jags, Burrow with the Bengals, Jackson with the Ravens, maybe the Patriots with Mac Jones, and Herbert. Obviously Herbert with, is it San Diego or Los Angeles? I think it's the Chargers. I know it's the Chargers. I don't know if it's San Diego or Los Angeles. But Herbert, those 5 players, I would imagine they will be on this list one day soon. And my question is, do you think there will not ever, but in the future, can you see players outside of the quarterback who can make this list? I think you could probably see some players making this list. I think, it's so much harder for NFL players to make money off of the field because people never know their face. Like if you're in the NBA, you could get so many like endorsements because people see your face. But with it being a helmet lead, you can see a lot of these players are making most of their money on the field. Some people maybe could take what Tom Brady's doing. Tom Brady, as I said, is the oldest one on this list, but he's making more money, almost twice his income off of the field. So I think the kids of the future probably going to look at that, maybe even look at maybe what Mahomes is doing. As I said, $29 million on the field and $22 million off of the field. I think it's going to be a little bit more balanced like that in the future. So yeah, I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we were talking about the top 10 highest paid NFL players in the year 2022. Number 10, $33 million, Dak Prescott. Number 9, $33.5 million, Kyler Murray. Number 8, $38 million, Russell Wilson. Number 7, $42.5 million. Kirk Cousins. Number 6, $46.2 million. Deshaun Watson. Number 5, $51 million. Josh Allen. Number 6, $51.5 million. Patrick Mahomes. What did I say? Did I say number 6? I think I meant number 4. Number 3, $53 million. Aaron Rodgers. Number 2, $65.5 million. Matthew Stafford. You see the smile on his face? Matthew Stafford was playing for the Detroit Lions about maybe 2-3 seasons ago, and I think he only played in one playoff game. 1 year later, Super Bowl winner, making $65 million. Okay. And Tom Brady, number 1 highest paid NFL players this season will be Tom Brady. First time in his career. He retired. He just came out of retirement 2 months ago, right? But Tom Brady, aged 45, is scheduled to make $75 million. $30 million on the field and $45 million off of the field. Thank you for watching.